Please share your thoughts about Bad Kids. You're rather active in their chats. Maybe you have your own vision what is going on Bad Kids side.
Yeah, glad you asked. Like, I actually have nobody to talk about my Bad Kids thesis to, or just to share my rant. I mean, I'm a Bad Kids OG. I just bought the most beautiful, or some of the most beautiful Bad Kids over the last 4 years, and I will never ever sell them. Probably a few, but all in my main wallet. Like everybody can see them. There are 15 high quality, super rare Bad Kids. Those are just like my very own kids, and I won't sell them first because I really resonate with the art. I think that there are very little collections out there that you have this love for detail that have so many different traits, and initially you look at this collection and you think, hey, everybody can make that. It's just some little children that drew some pictures, but actually they are so sophisticated and a lot of thought went into it. I mean, you just spent a little time on Bad Kids, then there are the dinosaurs, there are the burgers, there are the reapers, like Meg has one, or of course my robots, baseball hats, and so many more cool NFTs. And Bad Kids, they had their time in the sun like 2 years ago, when all of a sudden we received massive airdrops like 𝗪𝗵𝘁, and other folks even outside of Cosmos considered Bad Kids for airdrops, but that was never really my investment thesis. I mean, every single ecosystem has their OG NFTs, which are the first and the most established, and without a doubt, Bad Kids represent Cosmos and this movement. And to me, they're just a piece of culture, and you cannot destroy that, even though that there's low liquidity right now on Stargaze and it's hard for external folks to purchase Bad Kids. It's a brand that's not going away anytime soon. If you just scroll Twitter, you see so many high quality builder within and without Cosmos or venture capitalists rocking Bad Kids. And if you talk to NFT lovers, art lovers, they all know about Bad Kids, and it's so unique. The moment you see a Bad Kids NFT picture, you immediately recognize it, as it's like unlike anything else. Okay, so this was the bull case, but my major disappointments are in the leadership. I mean, you or also the Slavs, you are active, you're engaging in the community, and unfortunately Bad Kids is not doing that. There is Cortland, he's just an artist, and he drew these 9,999 Bad Kids, and that's it. He put it out there, and then just the community, the culture coalesced around it and found them to be valuable, but nobody is actively pushing them, and that's like something I would like to see improved. Sometimes I think if Slavs were, or if Bad Kids were run as Slavs or mad scientists or even expedition, then they would be so much more successful. But at the other side, there is very little downside to Bad Kids, since nothing can go wrong from a marketing perspective. But still, these days, I think you have to push and to be out there, to be a little bit noisy, but that's just not the way Cortland is. So, I mean, I'm fine with that, but what I really don't like is that Stargaze is suffering now massively. I mean, the co-founder just left, and we are stuck on this marketplace, which I love. I still think it's the best NFT marketplace out there. But for NFTs to be successful, they have to be accessible to a broader community, and it's just too tricky to figure out how to purchase an NFT. It doesn't matter which one it is, as long as it lives on Stargaze. So I really hope that Bad Kids, Slavs, Expedition, all these guys, or Stargaze migrates to, Solana, EVM, just to give us a little bit more exposure. But, I mean, I liked Stargaze. I bought a lot of stars in the past, but I mean, it was the worst investment I ever did. It literally went to zero. I lost a lot of money. But what I'm here for is NFTs, I love my Bad Kids. I love all of my other NFT holdings. And then, do I want them to live on Stargaze, or do I want them to live on a marketplace that is successful? Because I think even though Stargaze might die, I don't think that all the blue chip collections and communities that formed around Stargaze will die. They can always migrate. And as sad as it is, but the founder, Shane, leaving Stargaze, that's not a good sign. I'm around for a very long time, and I neglected these signals. I remained bullish way too long on just projects, because I had bags, but I saw founders leaving. There's some internal disputation going on, external FUD, and I just held through the weather. But now with years of experience, I can tell you, or I really think that Stargaze will struggle going forward as the leader, you know, the guy that founded it, that just put his entire energy, soul, lifeblood, everything he had in this project leaving. I just think that the team now lacks somebody that pushes them. I highly appreciate Ruan and Hernandez. I mean, they're great builders, but at the end of the day, you need to sell a product, which is the marketplace, and I'm not sure if they can manage to do so. I mean, you said that Slavs, they might migrate to Modellarium, mad scientists, they might migrate to Osmosis, Bad Kids, they might have their own NFT marketplace on the Cosmos hub, but that to me doesn't solve a problem because it's just further fragmentation. It's already so hard to purchase these NFTs, and if you go to Modellarium, which has just bad UX, and then building a marketplace is hard, so I don't think that there will be a marketplace just specific to Bad Kids or to mad scientists. I just think that, you know, Stargaze has a good product, but it's not in the wrong environment. It's just they are an app chain, and it's too hard for now for other folks to access it. So I always had this theory of an aggregator, you know, like Osmosis is the Cosmos aggregator for all coins. Easy, you go there, you buy your coins. Jupiter, I'm sure all of you used it as well. It's one single fucking place where you buy all of your Solana tokens. Polaris takes it even one step further. One single platform, the token portal, where you can buy and sell all of your coins. And that's basically Magic Eden or OpenSea. And as long as our collections are not available on those NFT aggregators, general purpose, I don't know, marketplaces, we will have a very hard time. And I mean, they can still stay on Stargaze, but then at least Stargaze has to fight to be listed there. But as long, I guess, as they are an app chain, it will be hard for them to integrate us. So they don't have any incentive. But if Stargaze were to live on Hyperliquid or on an EVM chain or on Solana, I think it would be way easier for those aggregators to integrate us. And, you know, then you just go to Magic Eden or wherever, you select whatever currency you want to purchase your NFT and you type in there Bad Kids, bam, Bad Kid is there, Slav, Expedition, whatever. You click the button and it's in your wallet. But, you know, if you start off today with NFTs, I don't think that you will end up on Stargaze. That's a very long journey. And back in the day, Stargaze had its moments in the sun when Bad Kids just exploded. So there was a lot of FOMO and everybody just wanted to buy a Bad Kid. So then they took on the effort and did the research to come to Stargaze, but it was just a painful experience. And then there was the short time that other collections flourished as well. But yeah, that are just my takes on Stargaze. I hope it will survive. I wish you and Expedition all the best. And of course, you have a small community. You are no airdrop beggars, so for you it makes absolute sense to just stay on Cosmos on Stargaze. But for the big guys that represent entire ecosystems, like the whales, the Slavs, the scientists, the Bad Kids, I don't know, I think you need broader distribution or easier accessibility. And the whales, I mean, they didn't rock. That's just a typical game, you know. Nobody, in my opinion, really liked the NFTs. They didn't form a community, but everybody knew that an airdrop was coming. And of course, the moment the airdrop went live, those that dumped first dumped best. They cashed in the NFT, they cashed in the airdrop, and they just move on to the next thing. That's why I think that most NFT collections, just like most chains, will die over the long term. But Bad Kids, I don't know, Penguins, punks, and real communities, they will persist and live forever as they are cultural relicts of certain ecosystems and just a piece of crypto history and culture. If you think forward 10, 20 years, I mean, nobody will talk about whale sharks anymore, but I think there's a decent chance that people still talk about Bad Kids.